Welcome to the Co-op Podcast. I'm your host, Jojo Portons. To my left is the Master of Arts and Crafts, the King of the Ring, Ace Factor Osbrook.
Two-time King of the Ring.
To his left, Player 3, the prettiest pony in the business, the 8-bit King, Izzy.
What up?
And today, for Player 4, we have a very special guest. We have Luke, I am your father, Chambers.
Don't you know it?
Today is the inaugural episode of the Co-op Podcast. So today, we're going to bring you 4 topics. It's going to be split up to 1 topic each day. And on Friday, it's going to be released as one long podcast. So our first topic today is going to be the format of the way TV shows are released. We have a couple different formats that some companies are trying. We have Netflix that releases them all at the same time.
Gotta love binge watching.
Oh man, it's the best. We have the HBO syndicated cable style, where you have one each week. Where every Sunday you know you're going to have an episode for 10 episodes. Sherlock does that. Doctor Who.
Sherlock only does it for 3 though.
But they're like 3 mini movies.
Yes, but we all wish we had more Sherlock in our life.
Oh, who doesn't? And then you have the old-fashioned CBS, ABC style where you get an episode or 2, and then you take a month break, and then you get an episode, then you miss a week. And
Now they didn't do that until the writer's strike a few years ago. Used to, you would still get your 12 or whatever episodes in 12 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Then the strike, they're like, oh, now let's start doing mid-season breaks. And then let's also take a 2-week break before we show you another little...
yeah,
It's very irritating.
I definitely have to say that's my least favorite.
Yeah.
I wish they'd get rid of that.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the binge watching, the Netflix style, where you get everything all out at the same time.
Definitely, I blew through that Daredevil series in like a matter of a day, 2 days.
Yeah,
I
you
just
were.
blew through that
I
stuff.
still need to do that as well, but yeah, I prefer the Netflix style over all of it, and I can watch it at my leisure versus I'm really into this show, and I don't want to wait for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whenever you're going to give me another show.
Yeah, I
And
definitely,
no commercials.
I definitely agree. But there is something to be said about the once a week. You know you're going to have your show. You can sort of plan your day around it. You can have a nice meal. You can tell I definitely enjoy a nice meal. That when you sit there, you know you have your friends, everyone gathers around the TV, you watch your Game of Thrones, and then everybody can do their own thing afterwards. You don't have to sit and watch 15 episodes of Daredevil.
You don't have to watch
But you have to.
now, even with like shows like, for example, Game of Thrones. If I don't get to catch it and I get a little bit behind, I like to sometimes save it up until it's all done and then binge watch it all. That's just the way I am. One thing, I don't like to wait a whole week to find out what happens, so I'd rather just wait and not watch any of it till it's all out. I have it recorded, or HBO Go, you can go back and watch it, and then I'll just binge watch it. That way, when that cliffhanger comes, I don't have to wait a week. I can just go right to the next one.
Yeah, and see, also with that though, you risk getting spoilers from the internet.
Yeah,
and
you have
friends
to be
and all that
careful with
stuff.
social media, and you have to obviously stay away from Frank Oakley.
Mhm.
He will run the spoiler for you every time. I know nobody knows who that is, but Frank knows who he is. But yeah, you definitely got to be careful, especially with Game of Thrones right now, since 5 episodes were just leaked.
Lucas, I know you watch almost all your shows on Hulu and Netflix.
Mostly Netflix. And one thing I don't like about Netflix, I love Netflix, but when you're binge watching, and I think it's more of a new thing, because I've just noticed it within the past few months, but like when you're binge watching, they start to cut off like the first minute or so of the next show that you're watching, and I didn't used to notice that. Whenever it would start, they do the countdown, 20 seconds it starts, and then immediately starts like another, they usually cut off the intro to the next show. And so I don't like that.
But they just cut off like I haven't noticed it
Mostly
yet.
just the intro of
Like
the
if
show,
there's
like
music
the
stuff?
theme, like the
So
theme.
They didn't do that with Daredevil.
They'll just,
Recap and stuff.
I wish they would have done that with Daredevil.
And they didn't do that with House of Cards either, but I just click and skip
Yeah.
that a little bit. But no, the thing I noticed about Netflix is I like the fact that it makes sure you're still alive.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be
It's
like if you're
yeah.
binge watching, it'll say, "Are you still watching this?"
It's basically saying, "Are you still alive?
Yeah,
Or you died?"
Did you
Did
pass
you die
out?
on the
Like
couch?
those people in South Korea who died playing StarCraft marathons for 12 hours straight. You know, they're just making sure you're still alive. Are you still there?
Like whenever you do get on that roll of binge watching and everything, and it. Okay. Whenever you do get on that roll, we can edit that out.
There was nothing to edit out. I didn't even tell you.
Well, yeah.
You
Well,
know.
it died, and I thought the thing died, but
You
anyway,
see what happened was a giant man fell through the ceiling.
You
So
couldn't hear it.
we're gonna
Just
edit all that out.
editing
Don't
that.
worry. Don't worry.
All right, so yeah, we'll add a little bit in there. But like I was saying, when you get on that binge watching and everything like that, like usually for me it's after work and it's late, and I've actually fallen asleep watching shows before, and then wake up and find that I've only missed like half of the next episode or whatever,
Yeah.
because it's like, all right, continue watching episode 5 or whatever it is.
It's funny you say that you usually watch them after work because I usually watch them during work. That's when I watch them,
I'll
so
see. Whenever I go to work, I actually have to work.
you know, the way it is.
Some of us aren't as
The nature of
fortunate
it.
as others. But
I really don't like the way like the Walking Dead's format is. You watch 6 episodes and they take like a month and a half break.
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
I hate
I
that.
agree.
And then after that, you got it comes back on. You're like all excited, and then they're like 3-4 episodes in. They'll take another 2-week break. That's like what they're doing with Flash right now.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
that
that's
is-
so
Drives me
frustrating.
nuts. Like just give me my consistency. All right, there's certain things in life I should be able to count on, and my shows are one of them.
Right.
Play it through the first part of the season and everything like that, and then do your reruns and everything for those who missed it.
Yeah.
But just keep it every week.
What do you guys feel about Game of Thrones, Doctor Who? There's about 10, 12 episodes per season. But you have syndicated shows like on CBS where there are 21 episodes per season.
I love the 24 episodes. I love.
but
content.
you get a lot of filler episodes.
You still get more content.
Episodes
I-
that don't need to be in there.
Yeah.
That's why I always prefer a TV show over a movie because you get more content, you get more backstory, you get more progression, you get more information about your characters that you get to like. You know, I'll take a good TV show over a good movie any
I
day.
agree, but sometimes I feel like I'd rather have 10 concise, great episodes
Like
than
Daredevil.
like Daredevil, or over, say, 21 episodes where maybe 7 or 8 of them are good, and the rest of them are just like, oh, Sam and Dean go hunt another monster this week.
You know,
That's okay.
and I love that
Because
show.
that's what they do, though.
Yeah.
They go and hunt monsters. So if they're going to hunt another monster this week, they're doing what they're supposed to do.
I love that show, but this season, man, I think the show may need to end, and I never thought I'd say that about Supernatural. But
Yeah.
I haven't watched the last 3 episodes because it just hasn't interested me.
I agree.
See, I
Burn
watch
out.
most of my shows like Supernatural and Walking Dead all on Netflix, so I'm still a season behind on both those shows. So I don't know anything of what's going on in the new season of Supernatural or Walking Dead.
They kill shit.
We haven't waited.
They
Both shows.
We haven't
Spoiler
waited
alert.
until September or October when they add them to Netflix. You know, before we
Well,
can watch.
typically the way Netflix does it is, I think a week before the new season comes out, they usually get the last season. Just like Sons of Anarchy, it just ended, and I haven't
Yeah.
watched this last season yet. And I was like, I just want to wait
That
because
show
I want to
is
binge
awesome.
watch it. But I think April 27th it comes on Netflix. I'll be so excited. You know, I
the
can binge
whole
watch
last season.
last season. Yeah.
That show is awesome.
And I've done really good, not getting spoiled by that, and I've stayed away from Frank on that one. I've threatened him. I've sent him email threats, and so he knows because he wrote Breaking Bad for me. He told me how
Oh,
it
yeah.
ended. So
Unfortunately, I already know how Sons of Anarchy ends, but I won't tell you. Yeah, my brother-in-law broke the news to me.
yeah,
so.
we can't talk about it on this.
There's motorcycles, and then there's Hellboy.
In other news, Donatello died.
Oh,
I
jeez.
just like bringing that up. I'm so happy.
Why do you guys depress me every day? Every day I walk into work. Hey, Donatello died. Take
So
a
is he going
shower
to be in the new
cry.
Ninja Turtle movie? He is. I mean,
Well, that's also in the
oh
separate.
no, who's
that's
in
in
the
a
Casey
separate
Jones?
universe.
Oh,
It's completely unrelated. To the
Completely
topic.
unrelated. Stephen Amell has been rumored / announced. He plays the Arrow, Oliver Queen, as Casey Jones in the new Ninja Turtles movie.
And Michael Bay's not directing.
Now,
So it's
no
gonna be-
Michael Bay.
Hopefully, it'll be better.
I don't know.
So it's
you-
not going to be Megan Fox.
It's-
featuring
oh,
Ninja
it's-
Turtles?
I think Megan Fox is still in it, but
But-
she was a pretty decent April
Well,
O'Neil.
but,
I'll
but
give her
see,
credit.
I felt that movie was more Megan Fox featuring the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the whole thing that they were
those
her
turtles
pets.
were
Yeah.
horrifying, so that makes sense.
The whole thing that they were her pets and her dad was a scientist. That was just like, really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Rocksteady and Bebop are confirmed.
Nice.
For Ninja Turtles. I'm
Oh, they
excited
just
about
put
that.
Rocksteady and Bebop into the new cartoon series as well.
They,
We should do
they
a Ninja
also are the
Turtles
ones that killed
episode.
Donatello.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that was-
Quit bringing up the death of Donatello.
I just like
You don't understand the pain that causes me. I go home, cry in the shower, I eat a bonbon, I eat a whole thing of freaking Rocky Road.
I thought this was your normal nightly routine though.
Well, he brings it up every day.
He eats one more. He usually only eats like 30 bonbons, but he'll eat 31.
Exactly. The one more for Donatello.
So
now I know what to do whenever I see you log on at work. Hey, guess what?
Then you're like, oh, where'd JoJo go? Oh, no.
He's crying in the corner.
Yep.
yeah. So to recap though, because we definitely have got off topic.
Yeah, we got a bit off topic. We all prefer to binge watch our shows rather than wait and watch commercials and well,
We're not
On
exactly
the fact of
binge watch, but have them
commercials.
all available.
how annoying is it that you pay for Hulu Plus
And you still get
and you
commercials.
still get ads?
They're talking about eventually not getting away from that, but still.
Let me
it
pay
should
an
be on
extra
there.
$1. Let me get rid of the ads.
Please.
If I'm watching a 15-minute episode of Dragon Ball Z, I don't need 4 commercial breaks.
Yeah, because they're going to be doing the same thing for that whole 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Charging up a...
It's just them yelling for 15 minutes, but I need the yelling.
Yeah, definitely.
I need my shirtless men, okay?